Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Aftermath. I'm your host, Dan Kathman, and I'm joined here with 3 of the contestants from Surviving Mann. Now, we just watched episode 2, and game changer. Huge news. Tell us about it.
Oh, man. So what we thought we were getting into, we were not. Don told us the real reason why we were there, and I think we were all a little surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing that was kind of cool was that there were 32 of us that had flown in, and the intent was that we didn't know if we were going to be leaving the next day, how many nights to book a hotel for,
Right.
and now we're all told that we're actually all going to be staying and competing together. And that at the end of the show, there was going to be a mission, which we still aren't really sure what the mission's going to be, but yeah, it was pretty cool, but game changer.
But we were all there for a purpose, not to try to avoid elimination every 2 seconds.
We all had our different
Right.
roles.
We all had our different roles, and it made it exciting too. It was exciting before, but this just made it had a little bit more of an edge to it.
Right.
It just made it more interesting.
Right, because you were first dropped into the middle of the desert, right, and you didn't know what was going to happen, and then now we just met Don Mann, like the audience, we just met him. So, and you're kind of like, now you're realizing what the show is really about, and like, I don't know, how did that make you guys feel? Like, it was a big relief, or were you like still nervous?
I mean, it was cool seeing him fly in. So
It was an entry. He made an entrance.
Yes, he made an entrance.
That was awesome.
Yeah, but so, I mean, it's still incredibly challenging. We knew that we were all going to be put through our paces, but...
Paces, literally.
Yeah, literally, literally, yes. But still, competing for points and competing, to win, but yet we're all together and we're on a mission together.
Right. Wow. So tell us about some of the challenges you guys went through. I mean, it was.
She was the rock star.
So here she is, the winner. I mean, did you? Was it officially? Did you win the challenge?
No, I did. I honestly, I don't know. I did very well on everything.
Yeah. Yep.
But
The all-star right here.
part of it too was that this is really early on in the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like with the run, I was coming into it. I didn't want to tell anyone because I didn't want any blood in the water. But I had a leg injury coming in, and so and then on those lunges were hard, right? And I had this Charlie horse, and so my plan was to stay right behind the person who won the run, Nick, and then smoke him at the end. But that leg injury kind of kicked in, and I was like, all right, just keep your cool and just get as many points as you can without injuring yourself and taking yourself out.
Wow.
Yeah, and I came into this knowing that my strength would be PT at least, and so my goal was to at least, finish top 5 in that race, which I did, and it was funny, and I don't know if you guys saw much of it in the clip, but Chris was running at the end, and all of a sudden the GoPro comes down, and he pours the water bottle on top of his head.
All dramatic.
It's so dramatic, which was good for me because it motivated me, it made me laugh, and I was like, all right, let's just get this over it.
Right.
So that was
Yeah. And that was also what we did the PT fully dressed. At first, we started off PT, and I just kept thinking like, okay, we're gonna go change at some point and go put shorts and
Right.
comfortable workout clothes on.
Right.
No, like it was, let's do your PT right now on the gravel, get in a circle, and it was just right there.
So
And-
no, like there's no building you're going to. They're just like.
No, we didn't even get to
You're
change.
right
I mean,
here.
we were in our a lot of us were wearing like boots, like heavy hiking boots and stuff like that, and
Right.
pants. And it was just drop and start doing your PT right here,
And then go
crazy.
run.
and then go run.
And not just
So you
run.
actually didn't stop. You just from the start.
Right,
Wow.
and this is midday in the Mojave Desert, right? And
Right.
not just run, but like run through these desert washes and stuff. It was
Run through the desert in boots. Do that.
correct.
And
Wow.
you were
And
just
pants.
sinking in.
And
I mean,
pants,
you're just
yeah.
you feel yourself just. It's so much harder because it's completely challenging. You're working every muscle in your body.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right. So I mean, the way he started it off is basically like a PT test to separate separate people with a lot of points and a lot of different things, and basically just smoked every single part of your body.
Yes.
Right off the bat.
I will have to say I did my longest plank that I've ever done. I did practice planks going into the show, right, to try to see how I could do.
Right.
But it's another feeling when there's a circle and you're looking at everyone and everyone's doing it with you. I did have my longest plank, so that was
Good for you.
But like she had like 10 minutes on me or something.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, you know what's weird is that, like, I do a lot of body weight workouts, like the SEAL workouts and things, and
Right.
that's how I trained for it, and it totally paid off because I don't like just plank.
Yeah, that's what I remember you said that. So she was like, I've never actually done a plank. I'm like, shut
Yeah.
Never done a plank, but I got the longest time.
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
That to
That's
me?
pretty much how
I
it was the
like,
whole time.
Okay.
How to win friends and influence people, right?
Good book. So did everyone, I know you obviously prepped, but did you guys really feel like you prepped for this, or did you kind of were like, I wasn't
No,
ready?
I thought I was prepping in my own little delusional world that I was living in the weeks coming up to the show.
Right.
And there's just nothing that could have prepared me for that. So I really struggled with the PT part. I mean,
She did good.
She did great.
no,
finished
I got
everything.
through it. I finished everything, but it was so hard. It was truly a mental challenge to overcome, because when you're running and you're tired and you're like, I can stop now to take a break, you have to push yourself past that feeling of wanting to be comfortable. And that is the most difficult thing to do, because you
Right.
want to just be comfortable right away. And most people in the shooting, in the physical training, I think most people live their lives being comfortable, and this really pushed us out of our comfort zone of being like, you're not going to be comfortable, and you have to want to suffer and be in pain,
Right.
which is completely opposite of your natural instincts.
Exactly, yeah.
But that's exactly what Don wanted to see from people, right? And if you couldn't do that, I think he probably would have found a way to eliminate you right there and then. Like, look, you need to go past your limit, because that's what I'm looking for in people.
What was it
Right.
like? I mean, did you have people yelling at you? Was there like drill sergeants
No,
around?
No, the run was cool. I think it was a good experience because after he came down on the helicopter, we all got in a circle, like around the table basically, and we did the different challenges, and then we had to go run from there and run. I think it was like 3.2 miles, but we ran, down the gravel road into around these middle of nowhere in the desert, and then
Little
through
hills.
and then through a tunnel. Through like a underground tunnel, which was kind of cool. And at the end, we had to take our what is the book called?
Our passport.
Our passport and get it stamped. And it was cool because then we could give heads up to the next people who were behind us that, hey, get your passport out, And some people walked at the end. But it was cool. Everyone was encouraging each other. Which
I
was
got
nice.
lost at the end. Twice.
Really?
Did you go
I
back
imagine
up
it's like
Yeah,
a
because I was at least pacing myself, and I knew where I was in the line of people that I saw coming through, and I was like, okay, look, I'm okay, I'm gonna be fine. And then I start going in the wrong direction, and I see people at the top of the hill like, you're going the wrong way.
This is not the way
so-
you should be
I
going.
just want some extra miles.
Yeah,
Leave
a
me
few
alone.
people got in front of me in that time, and I couldn't recover that time anymore. And I was like, oh,
Oh my gosh.
women are so bad at directions. Why?
But it was good, and then at the end we all got to really, because that was really the first time we all interacted with each other. So then we were all exhausted, just like sitting on the chairs and talking, while everyone else finished, and we were passing around like gummies and different things to eat. But that was when we started to all start to learn each other and open up.
That's great.
Yeah.
It was a great episode. I mean, honestly, it really set the tone, I think, for the rest of the season. So I'm excited to see the rest. We do have another challenge
Okay.
for you guys.
What?
I mean, it's part of the show. It's
That can
just-
happen every
Fine
day.
coming, right?
It's
Like,
every episode. I think we're gonna have a trend going where we do this every time. It was fun, right? I mean, you guys had fun.
oh yeah.
Absolutely.
It's fun. It's
Yeah,
fun
for
time.
sure.
Ready.
So we're gonna go back to the secret op, the secret location. That's the word. There you go. Secret location somewhere on the East Coast, and put these ladies through another challenge.
Cool.
Check it out.
Let's do it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's challenge. We're here with Philip, who's going to tell us what we're going to do today.
Low light training. We're going to use a flashlight and some safety concepts on how to be a hard target. Walk into our vehicle.
Okay.
Ladies, welcome to WAFT. We are going to go through a consolidated version today of our low light training. We're going to work on, with a flashlight, how to be a hard target and how to use our voice to detect and de-escalate potentially violent situations. You've been nominated to go first. So let's talk about scenario training for a moment and the essence of scenario training. Has anyone here not heard of the term OODA loop? This is how our brain processes information, and this is how when we go to make a decision, our brain runs through that, whether it takes a fraction of a second or up to 3 seconds. So an example of an OODA loop would be if I were to walk over to you and do this. Okay, what just happened?
I had to recognize what you were doing. I had to orient myself to it, respond,
Right,
and then decide what to do.
right. Just like we planned, right? Now, if I were to come over and do this again, your eyes shifted to my hands, and now if you were holding something, you're going to, do you think she's going to catch it faster the second time or the first time we did it?
Second,
The second time. Why?
because she's prepared.
She's seen this action before. So the essence of scenario training is based on proven the way that fighter pilots dogfight each other in World War II. We're just basically taking pre-fight indicators, and we're going to work on today showing you how when you go to do something, it's going to make the second time you see it and the third time you see it, it's going to consolidate that and make your reaction time faster. That's safety. Our first tool, we can talk about firearms, we can talk about flashlights, but our first tool is to outthink the way someone is approaching us. They want us, they want something that we have. I like to study nature. What happens in nature when a peacock gets threatened? What does it do? Gets really, really big, right? Butterflies have false eyes in their wings. Why? To look bigger, right? So when we talk about scenario training, the essence of this is that someone's approaching you because they want you or they want something that you have. So they're approaching you, why? You know, lions don't want to get hurt. They don't attack the strongest wildebeest on the Serengeti. They pick something for a reason. So when we talk about the first thing about scenario training is paying attention, right? We're crossing the street with our parents growing up and they go, hey, pay attention, we're getting ready to cross the street. I want you guys, we're going to dial your senses to 11 today. This room is going to be darker than it would ever be in real life, right? I understand there's going to be ambient light in a parking lot. We're going to use this vehicle with those keys. This is your rental car. And you're going to be using a flashlight. It doesn't matter what flashlight. I like this one because it comes pre-programmed with 3 different modes. The first mode, you push it halfway and it turns it on, okay? If you push it all the way until it clicks, it locks it on. So that's what I talk about a tactical flashlight, is I can just basically scan the room real fast. Swap this with me. I can basically scan the room real fast. This battery's dying. That's what happens with Murphy, right? We'll put this away. Demo lights, they go fast. So you see how I can scan the room real fast? I don't have to turn the light on. Now if I tap it halfway, it strobes. So half. Push it halfway and halfway. Yep. Now if I want to lock that in place, I push it until it clicks. So push it half and half. Half. Nope, half. Half. All the way. Adrenaline's kicking in. It's okay, we're only on camera. So we push it half and half and it strobes. Nope.
Okay.
Half and half. There you go. So it comes pre-programmed that way, and while that might have taken 15 to 20 seconds, a lot of times it's different for everyone.
Now we got it.
Right. So what I like about a flashlight is it's a tool. It's just another tool. If this is very, very important, that I want to get this on record, that I believe every teacher in the country should have a flashlight. Why? If you go into a gun-free area, how can this flashlight be used to help interrupt the way someone thinks? That if someone were to come in, and let's say there's a door right there and someone's getting ready to come through that door. If I could do this and put that on the door, and now I pick up a chair, I pick up something else, and someone comes in this room, what do they have a likelihood if it's an active killer? Where do they have it? Where is their focus going to be addressed to that? Now, what if I gave all 3 of you flashlights and someone came in and we're in a gun-free area and now you all flash at the same time? So this is just very empowering. Scenario training and flashlight training and things like that is a good bridge. And I believe it's education. And anyone can learn safety and everyone wants safety. So that's why a flashlight is so important to me, what I wanted to show you. Think about being a hard target. The essence is we don't want you to take your eye off of someone when they approach you. And what's the most dangerous part of a person when they approach you?
Their hand.
Your hands and your waistline, because this is where I can pull weapons from. So the most dangerous part in a person when they approach you is their hands and their waistline. The pre-fight indicator would be if I'm walking up to you and I go, my hand disappears, because it might be nothing or it might be a shock knife, right? And these are things where here we focus on, this is injected molded plastic, and this is what typically people train with, and you know it's Philip and I'm not going to hurt you. But we're in a training situation, and I just want you to treat this as if it's real. And when we talk about the most dangerous part of a person when they approach you is your hands, what if I go, hey, is this your car? And I'm approaching you right now. Can you see this? But you see how my hand's kind of down here by my side? That's a pre-fight indicator. So that's what you guys are going to be judged on today, is how hard of a target can you be. We're going to have you go out one at a time. And as you come in, I'm going to approach you. And what I want you to think about is using that flashlight to be a hard target. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to just use it and walk to the car as you normally would. It's going to be darker in here, remember, than it would ever be in real life. But as you're walking to the car, if someone approaches you, I want you to look and I want you to go stop. And what am I looking for?
Hand.
Hands and waistline. So if my hand's back here in my pocket, I want you to tell me to stop.
And take them out.
Yeah, stop. I'm sorry, can I see your hand, please? Now, my job as a potential bad person is to get closer to you and ask you questions and interrupt your OODA loop. Your job is to tell me to stop right off the bat, because if I don't listen to you, why? If I don't listen to you, it gives you a tremendous amount of information, because I just want to get closer to you. Right now, this drill is about distance. Safety and distance is our friend. So you want to be as far away from me as possible. You want to use that flashlight in your verbal judo, if you will. It's easier for some people that are from New York. That can come up, stop, stop! Use it, but don't come right off the bat and give me one of these. Right? This is a scenario, but it's something that I want you to come in and reset to 0 as much as possible from the first run to the second run. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So these are just concepts. You don't do anything right or wrong. They're concepts on, it's different going to be for you. It's going to be different for you. It's going to be different how you apply those concepts. And what makes scenario training so much fun and what makes us different is from your first run, what we do different is tailor it to your second run. It's going to be tailored to your third one, what you did right and what you can work on the next time. So the three of you are going to be judged basically about how well you improve from the first run to the last run, however many that is. And they're going to be different. Each run's going to be different. So even if you were up there watching each other, that's the other genesis of what we do here, where it's different. Because I would want to train all three of you at the same time, put each of you upstairs, and now you get to watch each other run. So now if I ran each of you 5 times, you get 15 runs as opposed to 5. Make sense? So, back to this. Flashlight. The flashlight's a tool. If we have one tool, we may have another tool. Carrying a flashlight, why carry a flashlight in the middle of the day? Why carry a flashlight in the middle of the day? You want to interrupt the way someone thinks. So if someone's approaching you and you're in a transitional space, any place outside your house, you're walking to your car, if someone is looking at you and you just light this up on the ground, in the middle of the day, if you get them to say, why are they, you're instantly inside of the way they think, because you're interrupting the way they think. And again, even though it takes a fraction of a second, we want to take that and we want to extend it, okay? Now, this is a perfect example. You guys don't carry flashlights every day, but I want you to. You're at the grocery store. You have your flashlight. You put it in your pocket. You get out of the car at the grocery store and you go to walk into the grocery store. Take the flashlight out of your pocket and put it in your strong side hand if you don't carry concealed. If you do carry concealed, move it to your support side hand. Why? I want more tools. As you're walking into the grocery store, you're looking for things that are unusual. If you see nothing unusual, put it back in your pocket, right? Do your shopping. You walk out of the grocery store. You're pushing your cart. Where's the flashlight? If you have a firearm, it's in your support side hand. If you don't have a firearm, it's in your dominant hand. You're pushing the grocery cart. And this is something that would be unusual. You're walking to your car, and someone's sitting there putting the groceries away. And they look over and they put groceries away. That's normal, right? Now all of a sudden someone's putting groceries away and they go, that's not the time to pull out your flashlight. In that moment right there is when you would do this. And what do you have the option? What's the potential if you do that when someone has the ability or the potential, they're on the fence whether they're going to approach you or not. If you were to do something they're unexpecting and you have a tool, right there in that moment, that person might go, they might not approach you. You might avoid everything altogether just because you had awareness, but now you had something else that could interrupt the way they think. You see the genesis of this? So now, let's say none of that works, and now they start to walk up to you. I want you, now's not the time to pull out your flashlight. So have it in your hand, you go, stop. And what are you looking for? Hands and anything in your waistband. Hands, and that's where dangerous things come from, right? That's where we're going to practice in here. So the next gear to this is we're going to have you go outside one at a time. We're going to have you come in, and I want you to go stop and go away. And the moment I stop moving towards you, and you can see both my hands, then I want you to do just a quick scan around yourself. Anyone see Jurassic Park? Velociraptors? Rats run in packs? This is the essence of scenario training. Keeping awareness, using your voice and the flashlight to be a hard target, and be aware of your surroundings. So, back to the beginning. I have a flashlight. If I have one tool, I might have another tool. Someone's approaching you, you tell them to stop, you make sure you can check their hands. Don't take your eyes off me until I stop moving towards you. The moment you can see both my hands, stop. Can I see your hand, please? Then I want a quick check around, and then tell me where to go. You're in control of the situation at that moment, and if I had any intent on doing something harmful to you, if I were on the fence, if you're aware of your surroundings, and we talk about on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being someone's approaching you at a gas station, 10 being you have an immediate imminent threat on your life, you have to use a firearm, we go hands-on about 4. So we're going to focus on what's more likely to happen first, right? Which is someone's just going to approach you because they want you, or they just want some money, or they're just asking for directions, and typically it's nothing. But if we can be aware of our surroundings, control that situation, and now we have a force multiplier, it might not go to 2. If we do 2 right, it might not go to 3. If we do 3 right, now I'm already this close, and distance is broken down. So that's why we're in a transitional space. We stay off our phone, and we pay attention to our surroundings, and the value of a flashlight. Safety is not one thing. It's a lot of little things added up. That make sense? Is this what you thought you'd be doing today?
No.
So there's always another gear. So even though you're going to be going out and coming back in, there's also going to be a memory test. So from the first run to the second run, things might move in the room. So not only are you conversing with me, but you're also taking aware of your surroundings, things that might change. We're going to reprogram the way your brain takes in information today. Anyone ever see one of these? Simon Says? Since you're so I'm going to say, since you're going first. So when I come in, I'm going to come in from the back of the car, and my right hand's going to be behind my back. Are you listening to me, or are we playing Simon Says right now? Right? Back of the car, right hand behind my back. So how much information can you take in at one time?
Only one piece.
Right. So over here, I see someone's moving. It's amazing how much information, when you train your brain, how much information can you take in? So you see, we can just keep going and going. Imagine how much more, and this is the essence of scenario training, how cool that is. Oh. This is what makes us safer. Reacting faster when we're under stress, this is where we practice it. It's not one tool, it's all these other tools added up. And by reprogramming our brain to take in more information, inoculation to stress, it's just the most fun you can, it's a natural dopamine and oxytocin release. Any questions? That's the fastest I've ever done that. Excuse me.
Hands, stop, please.
What hands?
Where's your other hand?
You can't park your car here. Can you move your car, please?
Yep, I will. I am. Can you show me your right hand, please?
This one?
Thank you.
Okay. Listen, you can't park your car here.
Okay, I'm leaving. Thank you. Please stay there. Thank you.
It's a nice car. What year is it?
Please, can you back up? Thank you.
Okay. Well, have a good night.
You too.
Scenario.
Stop!
Lights. So, what'd you see?
Hold on.
It's a lot, isn't it?
I turned my back to you. That was a big issue.
Right. I just wanted to spike that. A lot of times that's what I call the scenario. When did you see me coming? Like, when did you see me coming towards you?
Not till I started to shut my door.
Right. Why?
Because I turned my back.
Right. So
So in that scenario, what would I do?
fantastic question. I love questions. Come over here. So a couple things. One is you can do absolutely nothing because I'm too close. You say, listen, I like to get in my car. Can you leave, please?
Okay.
I don't feel comfortable. Yeah, I don't know you. You're too close, right?
Okay.
The second thing is you can get into your car this way
Ooh, okay.
and just get in car that way. This car is parked simulating that there could be another car there. This is more advanced for our gas station scenarios. But what does it do? If I'm here and you go to get into your car, you're kind of trapped because I'm here. Movement is more important from you, more important for you. Now open the door from right there. Let's say I'm here. Now what? Open the door. That's a barrier now, see? So the concept is,
So I could have tried to make you move around?
yes, or you don't get in the car at all because you can go back the way you came. If I'm there and I'm leaving, or I'm not leaving the area, use that flashlight and be ready to, sir, leave please. And I just want you to be aware while
Right,
you're,
and I could have made you go over there.
yes, use your command, use that flashlight and your voice.
Okay.
What did you see when you come in the room? When did I approach you?
From the back?
Yep. You were a little aggressive with the light right off the bat. Did you see my right hand?
No.
Okay. Remember, what's the most dangerous part in a person they approach you?
Hands.
Yep. So on the next run, right, don't take your eyes off me until you can see this hand,
Okay.
right? And that's, you see how important it is that I might not have approached you or I might not have rushed you had you not taken your eyes off me.
Yep.
That's the part of nature, you know.
This would have been a lot better.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do it again. So make that change. Don't take your eyes off me until you can see both my hands,
Okay.
right? You did a very good job. What you did really well was awareness, because we always talk about +1.
And they'll be with other people, yeah.
Always +1. I make sure I'm not an immediate, imminent threat and then check around you. That's the most important part to take away from this. And now with that flashlight, you know, it's never going to be this dark in real life. But with that flashlight, you see if the next couple runs, use that, because it's okay to be nice, it's okay. But you can use that flashlight to amplify your voice if I don't listen to you.
I know I said please a lot.
Has anything in the room changed?
Please leave. Yes, this.
Okay, we'll go again.
Thank you.
Yep. Excuse me, you got the time?
I don't. Can you back up, please?
I'm meeting a Sarah here. Are you Sarah?
I'm not. Nope.
Okay. Is this your car?
It is. Yep. Can you stand there? Are you looking for something?
Yeah, I'm meeting Sarah here. I was just wondering.
Okay. Could you go over there, please?
Okay.
Thank you. What's in your right hand?
It's my nothing. Just
Okay. Cool.
scenario.
Trying to figure out how to lock it.
It's okay. It's your rental car. So from now on, whenever you're in a rental car, the most important thing you do when you get into your car is lock it. Okay? So that's your rental car. I know it's not your car, but just remember, that's an important
I was
part.
hitting 2x. I was nervous.
That's okay. Yeah. Listen, if someone approaches you in a transitional space in real life, this is the best training you can possibly get right now in this moment.
Cool.
You know, this is something that you're going to get that rush.
I felt better about that one.
Yes. Good job spotting my hand. Good job keeping awareness, right? If anyone up here was watching you, it's like, who's going to approach you? Do you feel better having that flashlight
Way better.
to be able to project, right? Mm-hmm. What else did you see?
I think something that I never thought about is sometimes if I am uncomfortable in a situation, I don't really think about, I can just back out. I don't
Yes.
have to go right to my car. Like, I'm not going to go to my car when you were right there.
Yes?
I had to wait for you to move.
Yes.
Which was interesting because I never really thought about that.
It's okay to do nothing. Doing nothing is doing something. Go back the way you came. Have someone escort you to your car. You know, it's not just because I tell you you're supposed to go to your car. It's not like base. You know, that's not safe. Safety is movement. Movement is more important for you. You can probably run pretty fast. So I don't want you to get caught trying to get into something just because you feel like it's a nervous reaction. Make sense?
Yep.
One more.
Thank you.
Good job.
Excuse me. What are you doing at my car? Can you
I'm
back
locked
off?
out of my car.
That's my car. Can you back off, please?
It is? No, it's my car. I'm just locked out. Hold on. My keys are here somewhere. Are you sure this is your?
Yep, that's mine. Can
Okay.
you
Give me the
Excuse
keys. It's my car now.
No, I don't.
Scenario.
No, I don't know what to-
Lights.
Ah!
Now, the A+ answer to that is someone's by your car. This is just a piece of equipment. This is a piece of property.
Should've set the alarm off.
Set the alarm off and leave. Don't ever engage me. Right? This is something that is her car and you feel like this is so important, but just leave. I want to give you the permission, right? Because now I know this is your car. And if I'm trying to break into your car and I have a weapon, it's like, yeah, it's my car now. And that's the will to fight. So the next step to this, as I just want to introduce to you, what would happen at that moment, right? Put the garbage can between us. Scream, set the car alarm off. Beep, beep, help, help! Run out the door.
Okay.
And now you have something that, as far as a flashbang, a real flashbang, because at that moment right now, this becomes what? Our hands are here and it's, you can flash and strike with that.
Okay. I was freaked. Okay.
What,
That was fun.
what did you see in this moment when I turned that knife? We were going,
Shit. Yeah.
so
So instead of locking the door, I should have set the alarm off.
when you're walking to your car, keeping the key fob maybe in your pocket, it's hard to drop something. You might have your cell phone in your hand. Think about that.
That was scary. Like that 1 second, I wouldn't even have known what to do. I would have just froze.
Movement's the most important thing. You carry concealed every day, right?
No, I need to.
Well, think about it. Have we done anything in here that requires other than that moment, but you could still run?
No,
if
but
you
that
had
would've saved
if
me.
you had a firearm in that moment, you would still be running away. You wouldn't be drawing the firearm, you'd be running, setting the car alarm off. So
And I could have kicked that out.
yeah. Okay. Next victim. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Whoa, sorry, you scared me. Hey, is this your car?
Nope.
No? Scenario. Come over here. That's not what was planned, but what was I presented with, right? What'd you see?
Coming out of there.
Quick, right? It's
Yeah.
like, whoa. Did you see my right hand behind my back?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Seeing it, that's something that I want you to think about. When you see something, oh, you scared me, man. Can I see your hand, please? I want you to start verbalizing what you're thinking, because if I'm a potential bad person and my hand's right here and I might have something, I want you to call it out, because now, if you call it out now, it's like, oh, she sees it. It's very empowering from my point of view if I'm thinking, oh, she doesn't see this, so I'm just going to get closer.
Okay.
Good job using the flashlight. Be more verbal with
Okay.
that. And what happened there, when did you see me coming?
When I turned around. 'Cause I
But
was trying to
that
get in the
moment,
car.
so if I'm on the fence of whether I'm going to come towards you or not, if I'm on the fence, the moment you do that, it's very, very empowering from a predator standpoint. So tigers, right? Tigers have false eyes in the backs of their ears, which is a cool video I can show you later.
Okay.
That fact that instinctively they keep those false eyes, because if you're looking at them, they won't attack you.
Okay.
So that's something where I want you to think of, just don't turn your back to something that's a threat.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Again. Excuse me, are you Sarah?
No.
I'm meeting a Sarah here.
Can you get your hands out of your pocket?
Which one, this one?
No, I'm not Sarah.
Okay, well, I'm meeting. Why are you here by yourself? It's late.
I have to go.
You need help or something?
Nope, I don't.
Scenario.
Okay.
What'd you see?
So you came from the front
Yep.
and your hand was in your pocket.
Yes?
And so when you did that, then I felt like you weren't
Yes?
a threat,
Yes?
but I still didn't want to talk to you.
Yes? The fact that be nice until it's time to not be nice.
Right.
Patrick Swayze Roadhouse, the fact that I engaged you once, it's okay, but the second time, I want you to get a little upset that I'm still here.
Okay.
It's like, hey, can you leave, please? Like, give me that mommy voice, give me that kind of a thing where it's like, there's a reason. That's a big pre-fight indicator. Also, when you can see both my hands, I feel a little too close to you, right? Say, can you back up, please? I'm sorry, I don't know you. In the moment you can see both my hands, and I'm not moving towards you, what do I need you to do?
Yeah. Move.
Velociraptor, +1, there could always be a +1. So I want you to think about that in the next one, okay? Always a +1.
Okay.
Is this what you thought you'd be doing?
No.
Again?
Yeah.
Good job. Oh, hey.
That's my car. Why are you there?
No, I'm trying to get out. I locked my keys.
That's my car.
It is?
Yes.
It's mine now.
Get back. Get back.
Scenario,
You trying to get into the car.
right? So in that moment, when I turn, say the A+ answer is if someone's by your car, set the car alarm off and leave.
Okay.
Avoid it altogether. It's like, and guys have a big issue with this, is they see someone, hey, get away from my car, and especially imagine you're carrying concealed now.
Yeah.
That's a piece of property.
Right.
You can't use excessive force on a piece of property. And now, guess what? If I'm trying to break into this car, I might have a fight or flight, and now I know it's your car. And if I'm trying to break into your car, the A+ answer is set the car alarm off and just go. Because if all you can do is break even or lose, why play the game? There's no winning in that. Make sense? That's why it's like, okay, what'd you feel like when I pulled this out right
That
here?
was scary.
Right, just a moment.
Yeah.
Is there someone back there? Show yourself, please. I can hear you. Stop.
Oh, there's just some guys
Let me
over
see
there.
your hand.
Which one?
Your other hand.
This
Both
one?
hands. Don't be a wise guy.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
All right, I need to get to my car, and I don't like where you are. Could you please move over here?
Over where? I can't see anything through the light.
Move over to the flashlight.
Okay.
Keep your hands where they are.
Are you Sarah?
I'm not. You stay
I'm
where you are.
supposed to meet a Sarah.
Let me see your hand, dude.
I'm supposed
Stay
to meet
where
a
you
Sarah
are,
here.
Okay? Stay where you are. I want you to stay there till I get in my car and lock it. You stay there.
Ah.
Move
Switch to
over.
decaf.
Move
Why are
over.
you being so aggressive? I'm just trying to be nice. I just wanted to know
Look,
if you
I
were
don't
Sarah.
know you. I don't think you should be here. Move over to the light. Stay there. You stay there.
Scenario. Fantastic. What'd you see?
Well, it was more that I heard you.
Heard the camera guy.
Yeah, okay.
It's okay. But no, that's fantastic, right?
So I heard something. I
Yes.
knew it was around my car. I couldn't see, and I didn't like it.
Yes, fantastic. How much did you feel that the light helped you communicate with me or be a hard
Well,
target?
10. So,
Yeah. So when I approach you, walk with me. When did you see me? Where was I?
you were somewhere behind I couldn't tell.
Okay. Good job picking up my hand right away. Verbal commands, right? I mess with you a little bit. And then the back and forth, the banter back and forth, the verbal judo is what I really like. The fact that you're able to think quickly on your feet and converse back with me is a very, very higher level of scenario training.
That's not good.
No, it
That means
is.
the next one's going to be worse.
No, it's one of those things where all I ask, the next run, that was a very solid run. Your first run, very solid. The next run, when you can see both my hands, you see how much distance we have? That's fantastic. I felt like if I were to move a little bit closer, you back up like an invisible force field, right? Where this is about as far as you feel comfortable me getting close to you.
Well, I know you can stab me from there.
So the thing I want you to work on the next run is the moment you can see both my hands and I am not moving towards you any further, what you need to do? Right?
Yeah.
Just a quick check around you.
Yeah.
Because the next step is I could be hurting you. I could be driving you. Because now I'm talking to you and now I'm pushing you. You see, I'm kind of pushing you. And I could be pushing in that direction if you haven't checked that area well yet.
For sure.
Make sense?
Yeah. I just didn't like taking my eyes off you. Because when I did,
go for something
Yeah,
else.
tunnel vision, right? But distance is your friend.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what we're focusing on right now, first gear for first gear. Don't get so tunnel vision on me. The moment you have distance, and you're issuing great commands, you're telling me where to go, you're articulating, go to that light. I mean, you know, fantastic. The only thing I'd ask is that the next time I approach you, when you can see both my hands, situational awareness,
Just look around.
okay?
Yeah.
+1.
Okay.
That's the next thing to work on, +1.
Okay.
Lock the car.
Hey, who is that? Can you?
Oh, I'm just, I
Let me
parked,
see you.
I
Can
parked
you-
my car here earlier. Could you shine the light? I think I dropped something.
I'll get it in a minute.
There's-
Can you
there-
move away from my side of the car, please?
Well, I mean, there could be something, I mean, maybe it's
Hey,
over.
get up. I want to see your hands.
I'm
I don't
just-
like. That's fine.
Okay.
Let me look. Why don't you move over there?
Okay.
Why don't you move back over there? Here,
Well-
come here.
Am I okay?
No, you're not.
You can just leave. Maybe if you,
Why don't you just stay where you are? Do you have any friends with you?
I'm here by myself. I just
Okay.
came back. Like I said, there was something over here.
Well, I'll just tell you, just stay there, okay? As a woman, I don't know you. I'm out here alone. Let me see your hand, dude. All right? You're threatening me. Stay where you are. I'll go look. Okay?
Okay.
How about you move over here? And I want you to keep a distance from me. What did you lose?
Is that a 2016?
Hey, stay back.
With like the eco,
Stay
with the,
back. Listen, keep your hands where I can see them. I'm going to move my car and you can get your stuff, okay? You stay where you are.
scenario. Fantastic. I'm trying to get closer to you, and you're shutting me down, which is fantastic. Good job keeping situational awareness. Very good job on the verbal judo. I'm trying to interrupt the way you think, and by you talking back to me, it's slowing me down. I'm trying to, right here, why didn't you get into your vehicle?
Because I was in a tunnel.
Yeah. There could be another car right there, but I'm this close, and I'm just like, I'll leave. And like, that's your goal, that's your mission, but you're okay with not getting in right now? Why?
It wasn't, it would put me in a funnel and you could get to me really fast and I didn't like it.
Yes. One more time.
Okay. Hey, what are you doing with my car?
Oh,
Stay there.
I'm
Let me
locked
see your
out.
hands. Turn
I'm locked
towards
out of
me.
my car.
That's my car.
No,
Stay-
I've got my
Let me see
keys.
your
I've got my
hands.
keys. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll move it.
That's my car.
Are you
Turn
sure?
Around. I'm certain. Let me see your hands.
My car now.
Hey, stay away from me.
Scenario. What'd you see?
Well, you had a weapon, and now I'm scared because you're not doing what I'm saying, and
Good job with movement. You can always go back the way you came.
yeah.
Your movement was fantastic. That's what I want. I want movement. Good job setting the car alarm off. That is your true force multiplier. When you're walking to your car, if you're not cheating, you're not trying, using all the tools to your advantage. Good job using the light, the last scenario also. It's like, be nice, but when I'm not obeying your commands, you know, it is very debilitating from my standpoint. I can't see what you're doing. So down the road, if you ever want to carry or have other force multipliers, when you're doing this, you want to pre-position if you really feel threatened.
Okay.
Any questions? What'd you see?
Well, I never did look around because you were still a threat. I probably could have taken time to just do a quick look.
Well, here's the thing. The A+ answer is someone's by your vehicle. This is property. Set the car alarm off and just leave.
Yeah.
Don't even engage. If someone's by your car, there's a fight or flight moment where I could either, if I had an intent on stealing this, I might, geez, there are the keys. Thank you.
That would have been better. Yeah.
So it's okay. I'm giving you that permission that if someone's ever by your vehicle, set the car alarm off and leave.
I shocked myself before with that, and I didn't want to get shocked again.
Your body understands electricity. And even though it's Philip, there's a button right here, and I can turn it off. I don't have to shock myself. So for me as an instructor, I would never shock you. That's not the whole purpose of shock. As long as you treat this as if it's real, I don't have to shock you. Make sense? Because that's first gear for first gear. Those are just little things that I think you did great.
Thanks.
Fantastic. Who doesn't need this type of training?
Everyone. I think it's the foundation. Before you learn anything else, just situational awareness, because otherwise nothing else matters.
I think it's safe to say that you are a hard target officially with the flashlight. And again, it just gets better. The more you do, the better you get.
Yeah, for sure.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you for the training.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it was a fantastic day. I think with a short amount of time, we got a lot of safety concepts covered. These ladies did a fantastic job. What was it like watching from upstairs?
That was fantastic. I was really interesting to see how they reacted each time you gave them advice. You know, how, especially the third time we were by their car. That was great. You locked your car. I mean, that was
She's
really,
so good.
so good.
It's a
Locking
lot.
car, right.
It's a lot, isn't
Yeah.
it? Now, from being up there and watching a couple runs, it's a lot.
Right.
And it's sensory overload, inoculation to stress.
Adrenaline's a thing.
Adrenaline, and now you're learning the most when you have that adrenaline and you're able to perform.
Right.
So again, all of you, fantastic job. And these safety concepts, who does not need to learn this?
Absolutely. Everybody.
Right.
And I also like the concept of a flashlight. I travel a lot. I go to DC. I can't carry a knife on my carry-on. I can't carry when I'm there. And it's pretty much the only thing I can bring.
Yeah.
So,
That's a force multiplier. It's a roll of quarters, right? And it can magnify our voice. It can also be a blunt force, tool. What's our first tool? Right? And then when you train a lot, you can also pull out other tools. This is a belt, but it has $2.25 worth of quarters in it. So what else can this be? It could be a whiplash. So these are something else that you can travel with an airplane on. And it's something that, again, a distance, just options, they're just tools.
Right.
I'm empowering all of you with just concepts and ideas, and that way when you learn those concepts, you can apply them to anything and anyone. How long did that take me to take the belt off? Right?
Seconds.
So again, just concepts, and that's what we do here. We learn collectively, and now how much did you learn by watching her?
A lot.
And how much did you two learn by watching?
So much.
So if we go to do that again, now that OODA loop, you see those pre-fight indicators, and you learn more because you know each other.
Yep.
That's the collective family. That's what we want here. Again, you guys did great. It's so awesome meeting quality Americans.
That was
agreed.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Hey, thanks. That's fantastic. I was nervous watching you do that. That was
Yeah, it was
Well,
intense.
What'd you guys think? I mean, you were in the dark. Okay, it's about situational awareness. I mean, it's training, but was it kind of nerve-wracking?
For me, I've gone through a crime before, and so it really makes me nervous to be put into those situations. As much as I train because I want to be ready for that type of situation, but you never really can be. But when they make it so real, it's almost like it takes you to a place where you can relate to the feeling and the adrenaline.
Right.
So that was a really challenging part for me.
Because that's what you're training for. You're trying to get into that, because it totally changes when you're like out in the field. I mean, I'm sure you know, as being a veteran, like when you're in it and you get that adrenaline rush, and you're scared, your kind of training goes out the window. So that's what you're kind of prepping for, right?
Yeah, I think that the biggest challenge for a lot of people is that they just aren't aware. They don't see what's coming. And if you can train your brain to know what's coming, that's, it gives you an advantage. And one of the things that I really appreciate about the training that we got is that there are a lot of places in this country where you're not allowed to carry a concealed weapon. Like I go to DC pretty frequently. I can't carry a gun there. I can't carry a knife in my check-on, but I can carry a flashlight. And it's amazing what you can do with a simple tool like that to help yourself.
Yeah, I think it was a really big eye-opener for me with, not necessarily how naive I am, but just how much I don't pay attention when I'm walking at night or near an alley and people are on their phone or anything.
Wow.
While you're Instagramming.
No, but I think it's a cool. I think it was a really cool experience that I needed, and I think that anyone who saw that episode and watched it is going to learn a lot from it. And the flashlight's cool. I mean, I think just like pulling it out and putting it in someone's face right away is going to make them back off, and
Right.
It'll draw attention by other people to you. So I think it was cool.
Can I just say something really quick? The thing that I've been most excited about this whole thing, Surviving Mann and Aftermath, is just like how much we're learning and how much I'm growing as a person and all the great friendships that I'm making. It's just been so wonderful.
I agree.
Absolutely. That's been a great part of it. And like they said, just learning with a different tool, learning different things that you're not really exposed to on a regular basis is great. I'm a big advocate for self-defense, and that was just an amazing lesson that we learned.
That's great. You guys killed it. I mean, you did really well.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about the next episode. Some teases, like what's it about? Anything you guys can tell us?
Guns. Lots
Guns.
of guns.
Yeah, there's a lot of guns. I think everyone has their own experience with different types of guns, and coming into this day, there were some really good shooters who were very thrown off with different things that they were experiencing, and they were like, well, this shouldn't be this way. You know, everyone is used to what they're used to, so
Right.
it questioned a lot of the shooters sometimes with
Yeah.
new technology and different types of
It
guns.
wouldn't have been Surviving Mann if they had just made it easy for us. So they absolutely did not make it easy for us. It was
Right.
very challenging.
Because you two do have experience shooting, right?
Yes, we're both firearms instructors. I've been shooting for years, and like Aly mentioned, it's just you become used to a certain thing. But
Right.
again, pulling us out of our comfort zone, throwing us out there to be able to adapt to any situation is what this show is
New
about.
holsters.
Yes, totally. So the thing that making everyone shoot all sorts of different weapons that they're not familiar with really leveled the playing field. I mean, we have a lot of professional shooters on the show, and they were struggling. And so like I felt like it really leveled the playing field. But then the other aspect of it is just, being able to be adaptive and be able to pick up any weapon. And believe me, we picked up lots of different kinds of weapons throughout the show, but pick up any weapon and be able to shoot it proficiently and well, and figure it out on the go. And then the one other thing is that it gave me a real appreciation again. I was a police officer 30 years ago, and it gave me an appreciation again about retention holsters and safeties and how difficult a job it is for police officers, and my great respect goes to them.
Well, I'm excited to see it. I can't wait. Thank you guys again for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
It's been great. I love this so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Dan Kathman, and this is Aftermath.